Welcome, everybody, to the world is a mess. I just want to steampunk it. This is your host, Steampunk Star Raisin, here in North Hollywood, California, USA. And I'm here with Daniel Bertazzon, my co-host from Bellwood, Ontario, Canada. And this is episode 45, and this is December the 10th, 2021. So how's it going, Daniel? Happy holidays and all that jazz.
Yeah, happy holidays. So today on Friday, December, what day today?
December the 10th.
All right, so Friday, December the 10th. So yeah, today on Friday, December the 10th, 2021, I got the results of my blood test.
Okay, what were the results of your blood test?
And my X-ray.
Okay.
And I was scared. I was really scared. And my doctor called today, and he told me there's nothing for me to worry about. I'm
Well,
fine.
I told you were kind of a hypochondriac. You know, a lot of your symptoms, I think, were psychosomatic.
But he did say something about the enzymes in my liver, and he said I have to do more exercise, eat more vegetables, and eat less fast food.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, oh crap, now I gotta be careful. Oh, I hate this. I hate being 30, 34, going to 35. I hate that. Oh shit.
Well, you just gotta, as you get older, you gotta be more careful of your diet. I've heard of people that eat too much sugar can end up having a fatty liver and get cirrhosis. I guess that's what they're referring to. So maybe you eat a lot of sugary treats. I don't know what you eat.
Yeah, when I go out, I like to eat out a lot, and like burgers, French fries.
You're wasting a lot of your money. You have limited resources, so you
I know. Already I have like less than $100 in the bank.
I know that's not. You're not managing your resources well. You should eat at home.
I know, but it's so tempting. There's so much out, and it's so tempting. You're like, oh, okay, let me get this today. Okay, let me get it. It's so hard.
Depends on what you want more. I told you the idea. Like you could go to Toronto Comic Con. You would have to probably get a hotel since it's like an hour drive away.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to get a ride there. But you could ride. You could. Toronto has really good public transit. I've been to Toronto.
Yeah.
The last time I went to Toronto was in 2012 for Toronto Comic Con 2012. That was fun. It was expensive because I kind of got screwed on the exchange rate. At that time, the Canadian dollar was worth slightly more than a US dollar. Or I think it was like 98 cents. It was on even parity with the US dollar. And, you got to pay fees to exchange currency from US dollars, Canadian dollars. Then I had to exchange currency that I had left back to US dollars from Canadian dollars back to US. And it was expensive. I took like probably a 20% cut on my money because you got to pay all kinds of exchange fees, especially when you go to like Toronto airport and you're trying to exchange currency.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and you can use debit cards in overseas, or like if you're an American or a Canadian coming to the United States. But the problem is that the bank depends on the bank. They will sometimes screw you on exchange fees when you do a debit or a credit. So it's just easier if you're a foreigner just to go ahead and get a bunch of cash that you intend to spend while you're in that country. Or at least that's my opinion of it.
Yeah.
But so you just gotta watch your diet, but you're relatively okay.
Yeah. So it's just So I was happy to hear that, but my mom kind of worried me a little bit. She's like, "Oh, your liver's starting to break down," and I'm like, "Oh no, don't tell me that. Don't tell me." The doctor said I was okay, and he didn't say that my liver is breaking down. And my mom is just kind of freaking me out. She's kind of scaring me a little bit. And I'm like, but then she told me, oh, come on, Daniel, if there was something really wrong with you, they would have called you right away, and they would have asked for tests, right? They would give, sent me through more tests. So I guess, so yeah. And anyways, today I went to the mall and I got myself I got myself something for like $5. I got myself Sam Raimi Spider-Man 1, in celebration that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is coming back in a week.
Mhm.
Are you gonna go see Spider-Man No Way Home at theaters?
I'm gonna try to. I just got my third booster. From what I understand, studies have shown that the third booster shot from Pfizer will help against the Omicron variant. I'm gonna try to. I'm always tight on money, so we shall see. But I'd like to see that in theaters. It looks like it's going to be a really good movie. Because
Oh
it's
yeah,
got a crossover with Doctor Strange, and then it leads into the Doctor
Multiverse of
Strange
Madness.
movie. So
Yeah, I think the Doctor Strange movie is going to be the more fun movie, definitely, because they're actually traveling the multiverse, and they're doing reshoots. I think they're still doing reshoots right now, and
they're
yeah, they're
doing
doing
reshoots for Spider-Man Far
no,
From
no, they're
Home
doing reshoots for Doctor
or
Strange.
No Way Home. I mean, oh, they're
Doctor
doing research. Why are they doing research?
I don't know. They said they got actors they couldn't get before, and yeah, and I think they said like Hugh Jackman may be in there as Wolverine. Like there's like a rumor that Hugh
In
Jackman
Doctor Strange movie or Spider-Man?
at Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Like Doctor Strange may like rumor is that Doctor Strange will fall into the MCU at the end of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. No, wait, hold on. Not Doctor Strange. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine will fall into the MCU at the end of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and he's gonna stay in the MCU, and that's exciting. Like a variant version of him, which is really exciting when you think about it. I mean, that would make me love the MCU movies even more, knowing that a variant version of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is wandering the MCU. That would add a lot of value to the movies, right? I think
Mhm.
so. It would be really exciting. And yeah, so I'm really excited about that. But you know what? Okay, I think I told you this. Yeah. I went to my local Galaxy Theater, and guess what?
What?
I need proof of vaccination to go in and watch a movie.
Well, then you're gonna have to get vaccinated.
Oh my God. I need my COVID passport to go in and watch a movie. I am not taking
Well,
that.
okay, when you went to public school, were you not required to be vaccinated for like tetanus and measles?
I was never vaccinated for any of that stuff.
Really? They don't
Nope.
require that in Canadian public school?
No, I mean, people could take it if they want to.
Well, people have got to wisen up because we keep having, we had the Delta variant, now you got the Omicron variant. Uh, these viruses are going to continue to mutate out of control if more people don't get vaccinated. So wisen up, get vaccinated. Not a problem. I've had my third booster shot because with the Pfizer vaccine, they say that if it's been more than 6 months since you've been vaccinated, you should get a booster shot because it helps against like the Omicron variant, and it also improves your immunity to the Delta variant and COVID-19 in general. And so, I first got vaccinated in April of 2021, and then I had my second shot in May of 2021, and the end of November, I had my third booster shot. And it was much easier in the beginning. When I went in April, I had to have like a special appointment and go to a special medical clinic. But now in the United States, it's available everywhere. I just went to CVS. It was covered by my insurance. So I didn't have to pay a penny. So you should do the same, Daniel. If you want to go to a movie theater, we got to get serious with the virus. we're never going to get past COVID-19. It's going to continue to mutate out of control if more people don't get vaccinated. Okay.
Some people say it's here until the end of time. It doesn't matter if people get vaccinated. It'll be here until the end
Well,
of time.
I mean, it'll improve your chance of survival. Okay. And that's
And you know
what
what?
we need.
The thing I've been telling people is like, you know what? I don't even know my blood type. I don't even know what kind of effect.
Well, you don't need to know your blood type to get vaccinated. Anyway, so get vaccinated. Let that be a motive to you. You know, if you get vaccinated, you can go to the movies. There you
also,
go.
I just can't help but think that what are the long-term effects, right? We don't know what the long-term effects are.
3 billion people have been vaccinated.
I mean, how do I know it won't give me cancer?
60% of the population of America has been vaccinated. I don't know what Canada. Let's see. Can't listen to fear. It's been proven, and there are no long-term side effects. It's just a vaccine that boosts your immune system.
Mm-hmm.
The long-term side effects is that you survive getting infected. Let's see, I'm going to Google Canadian vaccination rate. At least 31 million Canadians have been vaccinated. Okay. So I wouldn't be scared of the vaccine. The vaccine, it just sends its RNA messenger. It's not even DNA, it's half a strand of DNA, but it's messenger RNA that signals to your cells to generate proteins so that your immune system can have a reaction to it. Generates proteins that are very similar to COVID-19. It's been tested and proved, and it's FDA approved. There's no reason not to get vaccinated. It's not really, shouldn't really be a political issue at all. If you want to be safe against vaccine, you want to go out in public places again, then you should get vaccinated. You know?
Yeah.
So are you going to get vaccinated so you can go to the movie
I got to
theaters?
talk to my doctor. I got to talk to my doctor more about this, though. You know,
I've been vaccinated. I got tired for a day or two, and that's it. You know, and I had a sore arm for a couple of days. That's a small price to pay to not die.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people are just, you know, particularly in America, although I think 60% of the vaccination. Yeah, United States has according to Google, United States has a 60.5% vaccination rate. Canada is 76.7%. So the vaccination rate in Canada is even higher. So come on, dude, you got to think about this logically. Use critical thinking, scientific method. If it were that dangerous, you know, and you know, there wouldn't be, you know, 60% or 76% of Canadians have taken at least one dose of the vaccine. You know, you have 3 billion people worldwide that have been vaccinated. It's safe. It's been proven safe, and it's based on existing science.
Yeah.
I mean, even back in the 1700s, they were doing vaccinations with smallpox.
Wait, they were doing that in the 1700s?
Yeah, what they did, well, they did it a little bit differently back then. Is there was another variant of smallpox called cowpox. It infected milkmaids and cows, and it was genetically, it was closely related to smallpox, but it did not make you as sick. The symptoms were very mild. And so they found out pretty early on, that this was in the 1700s, that if you exposed yourself to cowpox, it gave you immunity against smallpox, and
Okay.
hence a type of vaccination. And that was a lot cruder back then, because you were actually getting infected by an active virus to give you resistance against another virus. Today, we don't even have to do that. There are no viral infections. The messenger RNA does not alter your DNA. It just communicates with your cells to generate a protein spike that resembles that of COVID. So therefore, your body will build antibodies against it and immunity towards it in case you actually do get infected with the real thing. So, all these idiots, including Joe Rogan, trying to say ivermectin, or the ivermectin, the drug that's used to deworm cattle. There's no scientific proof that even works for COVID. Matter of fact, there's been some scientific proof that ivermectin can actually kill you, because it'll weaken you, causes you to have the runs, the diarrhea, because it's designed for, like, if you have tapeworm, it expels parasites. COVID, I guess you could say it's a type of parasite, but it's a viral parasite, which ivermectin does not have any effect on.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't make any sense, and it's really scary that you have right wingers as popular as Joe Rogan not using critical thinking or scientific method, and giving out disinformation. But like I said, it shouldn't have to be a political issue, although in the United States, conservative Republicans have made it into a political issue, because they're thinking that it will hurt the Democrats in the midterm elections. And what's going to hurt the Democrats in the midterm elections is more the economy. But yeah, they're willing to throw this whole country under a bus just to score a few political points, and it's really, really, really disgusting. But yeah, so anything else on your mind, Daniel?
Okay, so wait, hold on. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. About Spider-Man No Way Home. There's been rumors out there that says, like, at the end of the movie, like, Doctor Strange is gonna have to send all the Sony characters back to their universe.
Okay.
Because do you remember watching what's it called? What If? Remember
Yeah.
What If?
Yeah.
Okay, like what if the Doctor Who episode, like when he tried to go back in time and save his girlfriend Christine,
Mm-hmm.
and he tried over and over and over, but he couldn't do it because her death was an absolute point,
Mm-hmm.
like unbreakable, unchangeable.
Mm-hmm.
But then he tried over and over and over until he finally found a way to do it. But when he did it, the universe broke down. It's kind of like, like going into a building and removing a critical part, like a pillar in the building, and the building collapses.
Okay.
So yeah. So the same thing with these characters. Like these Sony characters were supposed to die in their respective movies. That was their fate.
Yeah.
And I guess what Doctor Strange is saying is, like, they can't stay in this universe. They have to go back to their universe and meet their fate. Otherwise, the universe will collapse. So yeah, basically, he has to send them back. And also, like, the real reason why they're doing this is because MCU can't keep these characters because they're owned by Sony.
Mhm.
So they can't keep these characters. They have to give it back to Sony. So they made a story around that, like, oh, they have to send them back, otherwise the universe will collapse or whatever.
Mhm.
And but you know what? The multiverse is breaking open, so everything else that is not owned by Sony will be.
I don't know.
No, I know, but I'm
I
saying,
heard that they were going to do a Sinister Six movie as well.
yeah, but I think Sony's going to do that. That'll be on the Sony side.
But
So yeah, but you know what? Like, since the multiverse is breaking open,
so where's Venom in this? Because they already established that there's Venom in the Sony verse. So if there's breaking open a rift, if Doctor Strange broke open a rift to the multiverse, where's Venom?
no, Venom fell into the MCU. Like, at the end of Venom 2. Have you seen Venom 2?
I have not.
Oh, and I shouldn't, whatever.
Don't spoil
But,
it for me. I never got around to seeing it.
yeah. So, anyways, like, yeah, they're gonna have to give back the Sony characters, but anything that fell from the Fox X-Men universe or the Blade universes or anything that Marvel Disney owns, they get to keep in the MCU. Whatever fell from those universes, right? But the Sony stuff has to go back, which I'm like, that's kind of sad. That kind of sucks. And I talked to Joe, and Joe said that Sony will never give Spider-Man back to Marvel Disney. It doesn't matter how long.
So you did well, yeah, because it's their only moneymaker right now. So you did you do a podcast with Joe?
No, I just talked to him on his when he was playing video games.
Oh,
I was texting him.
neat.
So yeah, but
We got 10 minutes left, so let's any other things you want to talk about in the last 10 minutes?
Oh yeah, so yeah, right now I'm having a marathon of all the Spider-Man movies. I
Are you trying to get caught up or refresh your memory?
Yeah, first I started with the Amazing Spider-Man movies because you know what? Those are the worst, right? Those are the worst. They're the crappiest ones.
Well, if Tobey Maguire is returning to, and he makes a cameo in No Way Home, does that mean he's emo Peter Parker?
Yeah, you know what? This is
He's
what I'm
still
talking
emo after all these years?
I don't think so. He got rid of the Venom symbiote. But you know what? It's like, okay, they're bringing him back, right? Don't tell me this is the last time we're gonna see Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. They have to, like, I heard rumors that they're gonna bring back. They brought back Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. They signed them for this.
Well, they should do a trailer.
Yeah, and then
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, emo all these years.
Oh, have you seen the Bully
in
Maguire?
A Strange Place, in a Doctor Strange Place?
Yeah, I mean, you should watch the Bully Maguire episodes on YouTube. It's so funny. He's like.
Well, I've seen that people edit like the Bully Maguire. They take the scenes where he was emo Peter Parker in Spider-Man 3, and they edit them in a creative way and make a goofy video. I've seen some of those.
So yeah, like, they brought Andrew and Toby back. They're not going to bring them back for just this movie. They're going to bring them back for Amazing Spider-Man 3 and Spider-Man 4. I think that was in the contract. Because when you bring back actors, you don't bring them back for one tiny little movie. There has to be a contract with that. And there are rumors that they're going to start filming.
Well, they
Spider-Man.
sometimes sign multi-contract contracts for multiple movies.
Exactly. Like, yeah. So, like, there's rumors that they're going to start filming Spider-Man 4, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4 in 2022, because 2022 will be the 10th anniversary of Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. It'll be the 20th anniversary of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and it'll be the 60th anniversary of Amazing Spider-Man in the comics, because it premiered in like August of 1962. So yeah, there's a lot of anniversaries for Spider-Man coming in 2022. So they got to do something. So 2022 is a big year for Spider-Man. So yeah, I do believe they're going to do Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire. Like, he's not that old. He's like, what, 40 and something? And besides,
They didn't really do anything for like the 50th anniversary of Star Trek in 2016
yeah, they should have, but they never. I don't know why. But
because the last movie bombed. That's why.
also, you know what? Like Tobey Maguire just got out of a bad divorce, and women eat you alive in court.
You can't make assumptions about women. You keep doing that is because you lack experience with women. That's why you make assumptions.
They take 90% of the money away from the man. The man has to go.
Not necessarily. It's nuance. When it comes to divorce, I've never been married, so I've never been to divorce court, but my parents almost got divorced. They went to divorce court and they were legally separated for 2 years. It's usually 50%, but it depends. It's on a case by case basis, but you can't make assumptions that all women eat you alive. That's not right.
I mean, have you ever heard the saying, hell hath no furies and a woman scorned?
It's just a saying, but it's true, man. You can't make assumptions about all women that way.
Dude, I've been eaten alive by women. You know
how
this?
So? You haven't even seen the light of day of most women. You don't get out. That's why. I'm talking about my
mom. I'm talking about my mom. She eats me alive.
Oh, well, I mean, have mom issues, some of us have dad issues, some of us mom issues, some of us don't have issues at all. We're all different people, and just because you have difficulties with your mom doesn't mean you're going to necessarily have difficulties with other women in the future. That's why you need to get your own apartment, your own place, and you just tell women, hey, I'm a professional vlogger. You can get on the internet, set up a few dating profiles, and you'll be good to go. That's the best thing for you, is to just set up a dating profile, because you lack relationship experience, and you lack dating experience. So being socially awkward as you are, that is the best way to approach it. And then just try to casually be friendly and get to know women, and do not vent all your rage on them. Because I noticed that sometimes you would do that on YouTube. You would leave really nasty comments against people, and you can't do that. You can't do that if you want to be better. I'm sure you want to be better.
Yeah. Like, for example, like I go on,
I have confidence in you. Like I told you, if I was running a starship, I would make you my operations officer. Okay. Or at the very least, a communications officer.
Yeah. What kind of starship would it be? I love starships. I do. A lot of people ask me, why do you like Star Trek? And I'm like, because I grew up with it. And
Sovereign class. It'd be Sovereign class.
I remember in the 90s, I would always watch Star Trek. I love Star Trek. I would watch anything with anybody.
I'm not really that interested in Discovery. I lost interest in Discovery after season 2. Oh, speaking of Star Trek, I might as well say this in the last 5 minutes of this podcast. I was at LA Comic Con last weekend, and I interviewed an actress who starred in WandaVision. Did you know that, Daniel?
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that. Oh, wait, is she a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent?
Amber Martinez. She played a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, and then she became like a part of a circus act when her reality got altered, when the bubble expanded in her reality, when the Wanda's bubble expanded and her reality got altered.
Yeah.
She only had like a couple of lines, but yeah, so stay tuned for that in the future. I'm going to be uploading that video soon. Exclusive interview with actress Amber Martinez. She told me that she's going to be in Picard season 2. So her interview will be more relevant going forward because she's in Picard season 2.
Mm-hmm.
So they've, I think they already wrapped up filming for Picard season 2. Do you know?
Oh yeah, they wrapped up. I think they're doing Picard season 3 now.
Well, they might as well, because Patrick Stewart is like, I think 80 years old now. So they might as well use them while they still have them. I'm hoping season 2 will be a lot better than season 1 because it has Q. I mean, I always wondered, I wish they had done a Q movie, but yeah. And then the other notable thing of news is my movie, The World is a Mess, and I Just Want to Steampunk It. Yes, I know it's the same name as this podcast, has been rejected by Sundance, but I'm still waiting on for approval from Phoenix Film Festival, and I intend to submit through Film Invasion Los Angeles Film Festival. I'm going to submit the film there as well, and I intend to submit it to the Melbourne Film Festival. And if it doesn't get into any of those, then I think I'm done as far as promoting the film, and I will move on to a new project. But yeah, so it was interesting that she told me that she was in Picard season 2. So that's pretty cool. She couldn't really tell me the nature of her character because she had signed a non-disclosure agreement. So the way she phrased it was, I may or may not be in Picard season 2. So she was very nice. And I remember she thought I was BSing her when I told her that I ran amberstreet.com, because she asked what media publication I was from. And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, well, that's weird coincidence because my name is Amber. I'm like,
yeah, I remember her. She had that. Yeah, I heard her say that. That was cool.
But you'll see the interview soon. It'll be on my YouTube within like the next week. I've just been procrastinating. I haven't gotten around to editing the video. Portions of the interview are already on my Instagram. I uploaded some raw clips to Instagram, but not the complete interview. But it should be, so stay tuned for more, and it should be on there pretty soon. But anyway, thank you, Daniel, for joining me. We have run out of time. This is Steampunk Star Raisin, your host of The World is a Mess, and I just want to steampunk it. This has been episode 45, December the 12th, 2021. And thank you very much. You have a nice day, and I will see you 25 billion years. I will.
Bye.